Are you feeling overwhelmed by the obstacles in your life? Like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead? Maybe it feels like you've tried everything, yet the same struggles keep repeating. And you're exhausted from facing the same hurdles day in and day out. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Countless people, just like you, are struggling with similar challenges. Whether it's work, relationships, finances, or personal growth, it can feel like there's no way out. But what if I told you that you could change this? That there are proven strategies, simple life lessons that, when applied, can significantly shift the way you approach your problems, transforming your life for the better. This script is for those of you who are ready to make that shift. It's about offering practical, actionable advice to help you get through your personal or professional struggles and move forward in a way that's empowering, hopeful, and sustainable. Together, we'll explore the key lessons that will give you the clarity and confidence to tackle almost any obstacle that's standing in your way. You'll learn how to develop a mindset that works for you, take concrete steps toward your goals, and how to maintain momentum even when things get tough. Most importantly, we'll make sure you feel equipped and ready to take action. Now, I know it's easy to get caught up in the difficulties of daily life, but here's the good news. There are solutions, and they don't require a complete overhaul of who you are. Small, consistent changes can yield powerful results. We'll dive into practical strategies like changing your mindset, setting clear goals, developing habits that align with your values, and building resilience to face challenges head-on. As we progress, we'll cover common roadblocks and how to overcome them so that no matter what stands in your way, you'll know how to handle it. This isn't about quick fixes or empty promises. It's about giving you the tools to create real, lasting change. In the next sections, we'll break down the most important lessons that will set you on the path to success. You'll discover how to identify what's been holding you back, how to shift your perspective so that you can finally move forward, and how to implement these strategies in your everyday life. We'll also talk about real-life success stories from people who've turned their lives around by applying these principles. And you'll see just how powerful these lessons can be. So, let's dive in. We've all been there. Life feels like a constant uphill battle. And no matter how hard you try, the obstacles never seem to go away. Whether it's career struggles, feeling stuck in a toxic relationship, or simply trying to get your personal goals off the ground, the frustration can be overwhelming. It's easy to feel defeated, like you're never going to make progress. This is where most people stop. They let the weight of their challenges convince them that there's no way forward. But here's the truth. Your problems aren't insurmountable. They may seem huge, but they can be solved with the right mindset and actions. The first step is recognizing what's really going on beneath the surface. Often, we're so caught up in the day-to-day grind that we don't take a step back to really see the bigger picture. The problem is that when we don't stop to understand the root cause of our struggles, we end up perpetuating the cycle, whether it's limiting beliefs, lack of boundaries, or fear of failure. These underlying issues only serve to reinforce the problems we face. For example, imagine that you're stuck in a job you hate. Every morning, you dread getting out of bed, and by the time you get home, you're drained and frustrated. You feel like you're stuck in a dead-end cycle. But why is that happening? If we're being honest, it might not just be the job itself. It could be the way you've been thinking about your career, Or perhaps you've allowed fear to stop you from pursuing new opportunities. Identifying these patterns is crucial if you want to break free from this cycle. If you leave these problems unaddressed, they will only snowball. You'll end up feeling burnout, unhappy, and even more frustrated. The emotional toll will take its toll on your relationships and your health. Stress will build up, and your confidence will begin to dwindle. Before you know it, you'll feel like everything is out of your control. But the good news is, it's not too late to turn things around. It's time to change the way you approach life's challenges. The first step to overcoming any problem is understanding that you have control. It starts with shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing your challenges as roadblocks, start viewing them as opportunities for growth. Yes, that's right. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. But in order to take advantage of these opportunities, you need to shift how you view the problem. Start seeing setbacks not as failures, but as part of a learning process. Once you've made that mindset shift, the next step is to take actionable steps. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Let's break things down into clear, manageable steps that you can start implementing right now. Identify limiting beliefs. Take a moment to reflect on the beliefs you've been holding on to. Are you telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, or that change is impossible? These are limiting beliefs, and they can be a major barrier to progress. Start challenging them by asking yourself, is this belief based on facts or just my fears? What evidence do I have to support this belief? Set small, achievable goals. The key to progress is taking consistent, manageable action instead of overwhelming yourself with big, unrealistic goals. Focus on small steps that will build momentum. Whether it's waking up 30 minutes earlier to work on a personal project, making that difficult phone call, or applying for a new job. These small actions will add up over time. Practice mindfulness. In order to make better decisions, you need to be present in the moment. Mindfulness is about being aware of your thoughts and emotions without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you can break free from the patterns of fear and anxiety that often hold you back. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on your breath, being fully present in the moment, and observing your thoughts. Surround yourself with positivity. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your mindset. If you're constantly around negative, pessimistic people, it's going to be harder to stay motivated. Seek out individuals who uplift you, inspire you, and challenge you to be better. As you begin implementing these steps, you might face some resistance. Doubts will creep in. You'll question whether you're doing the right thing, and you might wonder if the effort is even worth it. This is completely normal. Change is hard, and progress can feel slow, especially in the beginning. But here's the thing. No one ever achieved anything great without facing obstacles. The key is to keep pushing forward, even when it feels like the odds are against you. Let's talk about some of the common challenges you'll face. First, fear of failure is one of the biggest roadblocks. Most people avoid taking action because they're afraid of making mistakes. But the reality is, failure is not the enemy. It's a natural part of growth. Every successful person has failed at some point. The difference is that they didn't let failure define them. They used it as a stepping stone toward success. Another challenge is the fear of judgment from others. You might worry about what people will think if you take risks or change your path. But guess what? Most people are so wrapped up in their own lives that they're not even paying as much attention to you as you think. The most important opinion is yours. And when you start prioritizing your own well-being, you'll find that the fear of judgment fades away. To give you some perspective, consider the story of J.K. Rowling. Before she became the globally successful author of the Harry Potter series, she was rejected by multiple publishers. She faced financial struggles and battled self-doubt. Yet, she kept going. She didn't let the rejections define her. She believed in her work and her vision. And look where she is today. If she can overcome the hurdles that came her way, so can you. Let's break it down in more detail. You're capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to, but you have to commit to the process. This part emphasizes the idea that human potential is limitless. Whatever goals or aspirations one has, they have the ability to achieve them. However, this potential is only unlocked through commitment to the process, not just the goal itself. Success is not a one-time event, but rather a continuous journey. It requires dedication and a willingness to stay consistent over time. The moment someone decides to commit, they take the first step toward growth and success. The key is consistency. Consistency is the backbone of any success story. It's easy to get excited at the beginning of a new project or goal. But what truly determines progress and achievement is the ability to stick with a plan and maintain effort over time, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Consistency is about showing up day after day, regardless of challenges, distractions, or even slow progress. It's through this steady, reliable effort that skills improve, habits form, and success is built. Progress doesn't happen overnight, but small, consistent actions will eventually lead to big results. This part tackles one of the biggest misconceptions about success, that it happens quickly or overnight. True progress often takes time and is made up of small, seemingly insignificant actions taken regularly. However, over time, these actions compound and lead to meaningful results. Success is a culmination of many little steps, and the more you focus on consistent action, the more it adds up to something substantial. The key here is patience. The results are rarely immediate, but when you trust in the process, you will eventually see the fruits of your labor. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. This part encourages the celebration of small wins, which is vital for maintaining motivation along the way. Achieving big goals takes time, so it's important to acknowledge and celebrate the progress made along the journey. Each small win, whether it's completing a task, staying on track for a week, or making any positive change, deserves recognition. By celebrating these small victories, you build momentum and create positive reinforcement, which strengthens your resolve to continue working toward bigger achievements. It also shifts the focus from the destination to the journey, helping to foster a mindset of growth and appreciation. They are stepping stones on the path to bigger achievements. Small wins are not just insignificant moments. They are foundational milestones that contribute to a bigger picture. Every achievement, no matter how small, serves as a step toward a larger goal. When you consistently achieve small goals, you build confidence and resilience, which prepare you for tackling more complex or challenging tasks. These stepping stones gradually form a path that leads to greater accomplishments, helping you stay focused on the bigger picture. So, now that you have the tools and strategies, it's time to put them into practice. Start today. No more waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The power to change your life is in your hands. And all it takes is one small step. Take that first step today. And I promise you that every action you take from here on out will bring you closer to the life you've always wanted. Keep moving forward. Your future self will thank you. You've got this.